Hello witches, welcome back to the channel. This is Hekterios, and this is going to be the dark moon partial solar eclipse, intuitive astrology, Hecatean guidance, and tarot divination reading for February the 26th, 2017. So, first of all, let me go ahead and do the Hecate guidance. What I'm sensing from her energy is, well, first of all, we're going into the, this dark moon is corresponding to Hecate regenerating her third chakra, which is the solar plexus. And so this is the chakra that is about your personal power, your presence, your image, your ego identity, your individuality, your willpower. Your willpower manifesting through your actions and through your presence. Okay? So when we're talking about Goddess Hecate re-empowering her own solar plexus chakra, this is like her her individuality, her presence really becoming much more stronger and anchored into the physical realm. Okay, so this is a huge milestone in her return. It's really where we're going to begin to feel her presence taking on a life again, as far as, her actions that she's taking. With the first two chakras of the root chakra and the sacral chakra, it was more of a subtle energy buildup without really any actions being taken. So what I mean by that is like, this whole process of her returning is like bringing someone back to life from the dead. Okay, so imagine that the first two chakras were like bringing her into a to where her body is alive, but her consciousness isn't necessarily active. So this is like someone being in a coma or someone being asleep type of thing. So that's not literal, but that is just my way of trying to explain the way that these energies are picking up with Goddess Hecate. The first two chakras are really like just the energy of life itself flowing back into her, okay? And with the solar plexus chakra, we're going to start seeing more of an active goddess once again, okay? So we can expect that in each of our lives for her to take on a much more active role. Alright. So now let me show y'all the astrology. I'm loading my app, y'all. Okay. So, let me get this. For the 26th. Okay. And we're going to see that on the 26th, we will have the sun and the moon conjunct in the constellation Aquarius. And also Mercury is present, and so is Neptune. I believe Neptune rules Aquarius. Or maybe not, I'm not sure, honestly. But their energies are definitely similar. So what we have with this eclipse energy is that Aquarius is a sign of independence. If you really want to sum it up into one word, it's like complete humanitarian focus on the independence, the individuality of each person, okay? So, highlighted in the sign, with Neptune present, Neptune's energy is very sporadic and dreamy. It's tied in with illusion and fantasy, but also with psychic power and psychic faculties. Manifestation through visualizing and law of attraction type things. Mercury is about the mind, communication, transactions, transportation and travel. And these eclipses bring doorways of swift change and rapid transformation. So with all of these things combined, I'm definitely thinking that it agrees with what Hecate told me. And with the solar plexus chakra being stimulated and awakened, I feel that there will be this upsurgence of basically wanting to honor yourself and just speak what's on your mind. And I feel like with this energy, it's like enough is enough of stifling our own will and our own needs and our own desires and our own goals. I feel like with this energy, we're going to be like standing up for ourselves and speaking our mind, speaking what's possibly been suppressed and unsaid for a while. And not necessarily, just to cause conflict or not to attack anybody, but it's more of like we've just been holding it in for so long and suppressing our own self that it's just all going to come out, or at least have the potential to, okay? Because obviously we all control our actions, but the astrology does have a major influence on everyone. So just be aware that the energy may be kind of pushy on expressing yourself with this, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Even if it does come out as some type of conflict, sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes we need to use and utilize the ego to get our points across, okay? And to make sure that we are honored and respected. Alright? And it doesn't necessarily happen unless we honor and respect ourselves first. So that's the energy I'm getting with this. I feel like there's a lot of positive potential here as well, because there's a lot of changes that are needed that can actually be accomplished with this energy in the areas of making our lives better, okay? So I'm just going to proceed with the tarot reading now and see if we get any more insight into this. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this dark moon solar eclipse. Let us know what energies are active and present, so that we may use this knowledge for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Thank you, and so mote it be. Okay. Let me go ahead and change this somewhat. And alright, the first card that we have makes perfect sense to this energy. If I can pick up these cards. So we have the Nine of Wands, okay? With this card, it's like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of projects and goals that we're working on. And the energy is like, just keep going, just keep pushing through, because we are very close to results and to the outcomes that will be positive. And basically the reward after a bunch of hard work. There might be a tendency to focus on how much work is left to be done, how much it might feel like a burden. And if we do that, you're just going to delay yourself because of that mental stagnation, basically. So don't focus on the amount of work that is left to be done. Rather, just keep your eye on the prize and just keep working. Keep pushing yourself, because we're almost to the results that we are expecting and waiting for, okay? So just stay your own taskmaster. Stay disciplined and focused on like a list of the things that you need to complete, okay? Do it like that rather than looking at the whole and how much work it is, okay? That'll be important to keep in mind. The second card that we have is the Eight of Cups, and this is in the position of the present. So we're at a crossroads with this energy, which makes sense with the eclipse. There's a lot of changes. Like I said, it's like a doorway of change is opening. And so, you know, with that type of energy, it's like, what path are you going to take forward? Are you going to stay on the same old, or are you going to try something completely new with this energy? Okay. The Eight of Cups is about leaving something behind that doesn't really serve you anymore. It may be something good, it may be something pleasurable, but it's just not serving your higher calling anymore. It's not doing it for you on the spiritual level. You might feel like you're at a plateau with this type of energy, like it's positive, but it's not going anywhere. It's reached its maximum. It's reached its conclusion, pretty much. And you have this feeling that there's something more, okay? So if that's the case, definitely this card's advising you to move past that. Go ahead and let it go, because there is something more. There is something better right around the corner. But you have to take that first step and move past it. Now that can mean relationships. That can mean where you're living. That can mean your job. It can really mean anything in that area of your life at all. So just be sure that you are in alignment with what really feels or does not feel right to your soul's growth, okay? And the crossing position is the Hanged Man. So this represents basically what could block you or what could be an issue with the energy. And the Hanged Man is really about in the crossing position, I'm going to say that this card's about making sure that you stay patient during this time as well. Don't become impatient. And also, this card's about adopting a new mindset. That's from a higher perspective. So, remember the first card I was saying, don't look at the work that remains to be done in a sense of as a whole, like there's just so much work to be done. Don't look at it like that. Look at each task individually and stay focused like that, and just get each one done at a time. Kind of the energy of like take it a day at a time type thing. Stay in the present. And so with this picture, it's pretty much, with this card, it's pretty much the same picture of stay focused in the moment and do what you can now. And continuously stay like that each moment of the day. And as you go forward with this eclipse energy, and that will help you to basically not get impatient, because if you stay focused too much in the future, you're kind of stifling your ability to act in the present. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But just don't let your mind get clouded and murky. Okay, keep it focused in the present moment so you can avoid any type of issues that may delay you or slow you down. Beneath us is the Empress card. So with the energy of the Empress, this card is advising us to embrace our creativity and to really do some self-nurturing, maybe even to nurture others. This is about embracing your artistic ability and your natural talents and letting those serve you as you move forward and go forward in your life. This card represents fertility and abundance. So kind of pursue different avenues towards that during this time. And this is also feminine energy, really of nurturing. So that's really in focus and important during this eclipse energy. So with whatever changes are being instigated and catalyzed, make sure that you are taking care of yourself throughout the process. I guess it kind of feels like it's saying pace yourself in a way with all these cards combined so far. The next card is the Page of Cups. And with the energy of this and the past position, it's basically a reminder of your dreams and your passions. So this goes hand in hand with the Empress card, talking about your talents and artistic abilities and creative pursuits. Allow that to reinvigorate you and allow that to become impassioned again, to fuel your drive and ambition forward. This card also talks about dreams in the sense of sleeping, and also psychic activity, intuition. Whenever we follow these, it really does empower our own artistic passions and creative passions even more. So that may be something in focus with this dark moon as well. Crowning us is the Ten of Swords. And with this energy of this card, it's coming with the advice like, let go of the past. The universe is offering us a clean slate to start over or to start again in some way, some area, some aspect, maybe with our whole life. And so you need to make sure that you're letting go of the past, whatever that means for you, whether that's relationships, whether that is some outer circumstance, your home life, your career, your in some aspect of your spiritual life, whatever it is for you. Maybe it's all of it combined. There's something that you need to let go of. Could even just be your mental, your perspective of the way that you've been looking at it, that you need to let go of and move forward from. And with the Ten of Swords, it's like a negative way of looking at things. So just don't focus on the negatives. Focus on the positives. Focus on what is coming into your life. Focus on what is available and on taking action. These eclipses are kind of intimidating because of how much change they bring. There's a lot of destruction with it. But at the same time, you should be looking at it as positive transformation and alchemy underway. Just trust that whatever is destroyed is nothing compared to the positive that is coming in. Okay? In the future position, we have the Ten of Cups. So like I was just saying, what's coming in the future is infinitely better than anything from the past. So this actually resonates as well with the Eight of Cups. You may be losing something or feeling like you need to move past something that is positive, but it just doesn't feel like it's growing anymore. And you may be hesitant or intimidated by doing that because it is positive. But definitely in the future, whatever is coming in is even more better. This is the card of fulfillment on every level: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So that means that there is continued growth with this card. So embrace this energy. And the persona is the High Priestess. So this is just basically saying embrace your intuition, let it guide you. Feel the presence of the Divine Feminine, of the Goddess energy, of the intuition, of the psychic insight coming into you, and allow that to guide you forward. Alright? And that will help you get through these changes in a very healthy and positive way. How others see us is the Page of Coins. So basically this means that others see that we are taking efforts to take our lives in a better direction, pretty much. Whatever that means for you. In the goals and advice position is the Chariot card. This card is so beautiful. And with this energy, it's like, you know, focus on your will. That solar plexus energy. Focus on your intentions. Don't let anything distract you or dissuade you. Any kind of negativity from other people, or from your own negative thinking, which is an abuse of your mental power if you're doing it yourself. Focus on what you do want to create. Focus on what your goals are. Focus on your agenda and let that fuel you. Focus on your dreams. Okay? And use that energy in a very direct, willful, intentional way. And that will be very important during this eclipse. And for the final outcome card is the Three of Wands. This is a beautiful card to have as the ending. It resonates with the present and the future cards. The Three of Wands is a card of new opportunities coming into your life. So many opportunities that it's like, you know, which one do you want to take next type of thing. There's a lot coming in that you need to take advantage of. And the more opportunities that you embrace, whether that is in relationships, in work, in your spirituality, in any area of your life, the more that you embrace and take on and accept, the more that the universe will know that you're in a receptive and proactive energy vibration, and it will continue to provide you with more and more. So stay focused on that. Stay focused on what's coming in, not on what's leaving out or what has already left out of your life. On the dead ends, pretty much. Stay focused on the future. Stay focused on what's coming in. Stay focused on your own spiritual growth. And you will intuitively be pulled in a certain direction. Or multiple with this card over here. So just stay aware of that and use the energy, guys. And I hope that you all have an amazing dark moon eclipse. I hope that you take the advice from this reading and pursue what you're being called to and what you will, and what your goals are, what your intentions are for your life going forward from now. And I will see y'all on the next readings. Hail to the witches and blessed be.